like a knowledge check.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you a story about the skin, okay? So it's going to be like a soap opera a little bit.
I like
and
that.
this is
Are you
just
gonna
something to help you remember it, and then you're going to color in what you have in front of you to help all the layers stick in.
Color pencils or?
Yes. All different, doesn't matter what colors you choose, okay? So now I have the epidermis and the dermis, right? So those are the two layers of the skin. Now sometimes the question might be, what are the two layers of the skin? You're gonna say epidermis and dermis. Then if they say, what are the three layers of the skin? They mean epidermis, dermis, and subcutaneous tissue. It's not really a layer, it's a tissue, but sometimes they call it a layer. So they're talking about this if they ask you for the three layers of the skin. So what happens is these guys were previously married, and she had, with her previous marriage, she has 5 kids. He has 2 kids and a mistress.
Oh,
Whoa, run that back.
That mistress.
Wait, run that back. I'm sorry, I was trying to take a
So
little
this
note.
is, like the Brady Bunch, they came with their own kids, right?
Mhm.
She had 5 kids, Miss Epidermis, right? She had 5 kids, and Mr. Dermis had 2 kids and a mistress. Yeah, so it's kind of like, Okay, so subcutaneous. So subcutaneous is another word, is adipose and subcutis are some nicknames for her that he has. He already has nicknames for her. So she's very cute, but she's fat. She's fat and cute. So subcutaneous is fat tissue. Fat tissue, subcutaneous tissue. Who has more subcutaneous tissue, men or women?
Women.
Women have more subcutaneous tissue.
Why?
Yeah, 2 twins, a boy and a girl. The girl will have more subcutaneous tissue because we have more curves, more contour, where men don't. So if you and your twin brother, that you guys work out, like you're really good, you eat the same thing, you will have more fat than your brother will. So no matter how much, because they're just made for more muscle. Okay, so she has 5 kids. She has a favorite. She really shouldn't have a favorite, but she does have a favorite kid.
Because they always have a favorite.
Yes, they always have a favorite. This one is her least favorite, stratum corneum. You know why? That's the boy. He's always like he's always he's the horny layer, and he's always leaving the house. He's always leaving. So this is like here, your corneum. If I went like this, I can kind of get my skin cells off, right? That is the stratum corneum. So stratum corneum is the outer horny layer, and it's always leaving. Then it gets replaced by stratum lucidum. Lucidum meaning kind of like see-through a little bit. Then you have stratum granulosum. Think of granulars, right? So, the facial scrub, I think of that, like granules, like sand or something. So those are granular layers. Then you have stratum spinosum. That's just the other layer underneath that one. Then you have stratum germinativum. Does anybody grow plants in here? The germinativum, right? That would be when you start to grow a plant. If I'm not wrong, that has a nickname, the basal cell layer. So just think you're growing basil, right? Yeah. So Italian. So here we go. So sometimes they say, what is the lowest layer of the epidermis? And they might say the answer might be basal layer, or it might be stratum germinativum. You have to know both words because they ask it in different ways. All right, so as they go up, like as this one leaves, this replaced that one, this one replaced that one, and so on. So the favorite is Mrs. Epidermis. She loves the stratum germinativum the best. This one's her favorite. Reason why is because there would be no epidermis if a stratum germinativum didn't exist. You would just be like a bloody mess when you look at your skin. You would just be seeing the papillary layer. Okay, so the dermis has the 2 kids. So he doesn't have a favorite. Well, one of his favorites, but that's different.
And the fat mistress, yeah.
So he has the 2. He has his 2, and then his 2 kids are so much bigger than these. These guys are all little. They're really like small compared to his 2 kids are extremely large.
So teenagers and toddlers.
You can say that.
Teenagers and toddlers.
I'm trying to draw legs.
What?
You said how do you say that?
Which one?
Papillary?
Yeah.
Capillary layer.
Tanisha printed this. She was in her car printing it.
Okay.
That's why I said I saw it on the printer. I'm like, who printed this?
Papillary.
The mystery is solved.
And reticular.
Yep, reticulary layer.
kids.
So
That's
these
the
2
kids.
are the dermis. So these are the dermis. So they're extremely large, as you see in that picture, and all the veins and all the vessels are down there and everything. So the very, very bottom is the fat tissue, right? So that's the subcutaneous tissue. Or I could say that's the adipose tissue. Or I could say that's the subcutaneous tissue. I can say any one of those. So you have the epidermis and the dermis. Epidermis has her 5 kids, and she has a favorite. Dermis has 2 kids plus a mistress, because sometimes that's considered a layer, and sometimes it's not. Actually, I just got to correct myself. I said the 3 layers of the skin. Sometimes they ask for the 3 layers of the dermis, not the skin. They'll ask for the 2 layers of the dermis. This is what they're asking for. And if they ask for 3 layers, they're asking for this. So sometimes they consider this a layer, sometimes they don't. All right.
So the dermis has 3.